welcome back. That was a quick turnaround. Not much to talk about. We don't even have a roster for San Antonio Johnson. I'll try to pull one up online real quick on the iPad. But Georgetown going right back to battle in the volleyball world here as they will take on the San Antonio Johnson Jaguars. San Antonio has on the black spandex and the navy blue jerseys with the baby blue numbers and lettering. The libero, number 1, in the white jersey with baby blue lettering for the Johnson Jaguars. They are on your right side. Georgetown in the Georgetown blue spandex, baby blue jerseys with dark numerals, GTVB, on the front of the Georgetown jerseys. So let me go Google in to try to find us Volleypalooza rosters to get something pulled up. And I know where I can find it. Rouse has had it on their website all week, so I'm going to try to get that done quickly. Macy Gates, Madeline Bradley, Amelia Albright, Riley Holland back on the floor, McKenna Stengel, and Taylor Vett. Taylor Vett will come off on the back row for Jordan Pitt-Kethley. So we'll look right here and see if we can find San Antonio Johnson's. We got a chance. We'll look it up. San Antonio Johnson. There we go. We have a roster. Number 1, Natalie Davila is the libero for the Johnson Jaguars. We'll see if we can make this work. It's probably not very safe, but I'm going to do it anyway. On the floor for the Jaguars. Back to serve will go. Number 7, Sierra Seal, the sophomore setter. So here we go. Best of 3 sets. Serve into the net. Service error number 1 for the Johnson Jaguars. And Georgetown will have the opening point as Mallory Miller will sub in for Madeline Bradley. And drop back to serve for your Lady Eagles. Serve across by Miller. Jaguars will set it up to the far side. The tip over there, read by Pitt-Kethley. Set by Riley Holland. The attack dug up by the Jaguars. Their attack dug by Miller. Holland will set far side. McKenna Stengel into the block and down for the kill. And Georgetown takes the 2-0 lead. Mallory Miller back to serve again for the Lady Eagles. So it looks like here you're going to have Amelia Albright as one of your hitters and Riley Holland as the setter. The attack fed into the middle to number 11, Sophia Brescia. The middle blocker, the sophomore, and the kill for the Jaguars. Side out, 1-2. They trail by 1. And Brescia will go back to serve for the Jaguars. Stengel, Holland, back set, Amelia Albright. The big swing and the kill for Amelia Albright. Side out back to Georgetown, 3-1. So a different look here for the Eagles as Amelia Albright on the roster listed as setter right side. And she will be in the hitting position here as Riley Holland, the setter, will take over for Georgetown, setting the ball here. Pitt-Kethley to serve for the Eagles. The Jaguars will set to the right side. The attack, and it's on the back line for the kill. Kia Flores, the sophomore, with the kill. Side out back to the Jaguars. 2-3. They trail by 1 and back to serve. Goes number 11, Sophia Brescia. From the far side. Sends it deep middle. Pitt-Kethley. Holland will set far side. Stengel and the kill for Stengel off the block of the Jaguars. Side out back to Georgetown. 4-2. They lead by 2. Amelia Albright will rotate off. And on to serve for the Lady Eagles goes number 11, Sailor Ruhlmeyer. Sailor, the 5'8 junior setter. On the back row to serve for Georgetown. Kept alive, the tip over. Pitt-Kethley with a beautiful dig. And they're going to get Ruhlmeyer under the net there for the net violation. And a side out back to the Jaguars. 3-4, they trail by 1. Subbing on for the Jaguars is number 9, Mackenzie Kestner, senior opposite hitter. And back to serve goes Flores. Ruhlmeyer to Stengel, blocked at the net. Holland keeps it alive. Ruhlmeyer will set far side. Stengel into the block and down for the kill. McKenna Stengel So now a couple of different looks for Georgetown in this one, as Ruhlmeyer will set now for Georgetown on the floor with Riley Holland. Kendall McDougal will sub in. She'll drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Madeline Bradley back on the front row for Georgetown. Kent McDougal serve. Set to the far side by the Jaguars. The tip over. Pinkethley has it. Ruhlmeyer will back set. It's the attack by Riley Holland, dug up by the Jaguars. Near side, attack cross court. Bradley has the dig. Ruhlmeyer will set back to Bradley. Her attack, dug up by the libero. Jaguars will back row attack into Flores. Dug by McDougal. Ruhlmeyer sends a second touch deep. Flores has it. Scramble here, and now it'll be a back row attack sent, but long and out by Addie Ginther, the sophomore. So Georgetown has their largest lead of 3, 6-3 now. Here in set number 1. Back row attack, dug by McDougal. Ruhlmeyer, back set here to Riley Holland, tips it deep. Jaguars pass it up, quick set at the net. The attack, block. Pinkethley has the dig. Battle at the net and drop back down by number 17, Shelby Akins, the junior middle blocker for the Jaguars. And a side out to San Antonio Johnson. 4-6, they trail by 2. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball is brought to you because of awesome sponsors like the Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club and Piedreros Western Wear, 4809. Williams, first service error of the set. Second service error of the set for the Jaguars. Number 4, Desi Hoskins, the senior DS, sends it into the net. Side out back to Georgetown. 7-4, Georgetown leads it. Taylor Vent to serve, flat-footed serve in the middle of the back row. It'll be set near side. The attack, into the block, kept alive. Ruhlmeyer will send it far side. Madeline Bradley into the block. Scramble here by the Jaguars, and Flores from the back row. Off the block, dug by Vett. Ruhlmeyer, far side, Bradley into the block. Battle for it. Bradley tips it back down, and here it comes again. The Jaguars swing, and a kill by number 10, Addie Ginther. Sends it down the near line in the corner for the kill. Side out back to Johnson, 5-7. They trail by 2. Vett will rotate off as Pinkethley libero back on the back row. Macy Gates on the front row in that rotation. Davila, the libero, float serve, and a beauty. Drops it out of the sky for the ace. 6-7, they trail by 1. Davila, another floater serve. Macy Gates, Ruhlmeyer, far side to Bradley. The attack and the kill. Off of the block, out of bounds. Side out back to Georgetown. 8-6, Georgetown by 2. Ruhlmeyer will come off. Amelia Albright back on the front row. As Riley Holland will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Leading by 2 here in set number 1. Holland serve. Middle attack for the Johnson Jaguars. That was off of the hands of Sophia Brescia for the kill. Side out back to Johnson. 7-8. They trail by 1. Sierra Sill back in to serve on the back row. She'll sub in for Mackenzie Kastner. Sill from the far side, trailing by 1, 7-8. Flat-footed serve across the way. McDougal. Holland will set it up, thrown across by Albright, left-handed to keep it inside the antenna. The attack and a kill for Akia Flores, the sophomore outside hitter. A big swing there. And the ball game is tied up here in set number 1, 8-8. Georgetown Eagle football last night, victorious on the road at Victoria High East, 27-0. They go improved to 1-0 on the season. Still serve across the way. McDougal, Holland. Amelia Albright blocked at the net, scramble there. Now Madeline Bradley, and a cross-court kill for Madeline Bradley. Side out back to Georgetown, 9-8, Georgetown by 1. Mallory Miller back on to serve. McKenna Stengel back on for McDougal in the front row for the Lady Eagles. Georgetown will be at home next week on Friday night against the Belton Tigers. Served by Miller. Tip at the net by Flores. Dug by Pinkethley. Back set here to Albright, and the hammer dropped by Amelia Albright for the kill. 10-8, Georgetown by 2. Mallory Miller will continue her serve here for Georgetown. Leading by 2. Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue on Tuesday night at Liberty Hill. We'll be live on the air. 6:15 pregame, 6:30 first serve. Tip over, read by Stengel. The cross-court attack by Albright. The dig there, the Johnson Jaguars. Flores, a tip over. Piquetley, the pancake, kept alive. What a play there. Stengel sends the free ball over. Will reset the Jaguars. Cross-court attack by number 10, Addie Ginther. Went long and out. Point to Georgetown. They match their largest lead of 3 here in set number 1, 11-8. But Georgetown will go face the Liberty Hill Panthers Tuesday night. We'll have it live. Join us here on the SHN Sports Network if you can't be there in person to support the Lady Eagles. Tip over. Piquetley lays out, gets a hand on it, but out of play it goes. Side out back to the Jaguars. 9-11. Jaguars serve here, trailing by 2. And another service error for the Jaguars as Addie Ginther sends it long and out. Their third service error of the set. 12-9, Georgetown leads by 3. Libero rotation here brings Taylor Vett back onto the front row. Macy Gates will step off. Jordan Piquetley, the libero, to serve for Georgetown. Deep serve. And Ginther and Davila stuck together there. As Ginther had the serve receive, but her and Davila ran into each other. Georgetown takes their largest lead now of 4, 13-9. Here in set number 1. Piquetley to serve again, does. Gunther set to the near side. The swing cross court, dug by Piquetley. Holland will set it up. Stengel will send over a free ball, a tough one. And then Taylor Vett dunks it down, block back over. Eagles will set it up. Piquetley sends a shot over. The Jaguars reset the attack. Kaya Flores, another kill for the sophomore. And a side out back to San Antonio Johnson. 10-13, they trail by 3. Libero rotation. Davila will come off. Shelby Akins back on the front row for the Jaguars. Back to serve goes number 12, Maddie Akins, the junior setter. Jump serve across the way. Miller, Holland, far side to Stengel. Off the net, the dig by the Jaguars. Free ball sent over. Miller up to Holland. Back set, Albright. Her attack is on the end line, called in, but the upper ref is going to overrule it. Unlike the upper ref from the last match, he overruled the line judge. And a good call, 11-13. Johnson trails by 2. Mallory Miller up to Holland. Quick set, Taylor Vett will tip it over. Played by the Jaguars. Back set, Flores, the tip there. Piquetley, another pancake. A free ball sent over by Mallory Miller. Nice play to keep that alive. Tight set, a play at the net. And it's off of Riley Holland for the kill to Shelby Akins. 12-13. Johnson trails by 1, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. 13-12 here in set 1. Georgetown leads it. Eagle Volleyball returns in a moment. Fourth quarter. Out of the timeout. Johnson serves. Trailing by 1, and it's a service error for the Jaguars. That's their 4th of the set. Side out gives Georgetown the 2-point lead, 14-12. Sailor Rollmeyer. Sub in for Amelia Albright. Rollmeyer serve near side. Set to the backside. Flores, the attack. Cross court, dug by Rollmeyer. Pitcatley with the touch. Over to Stengel. Her attack blocked out of bounds by the Johnson Jaguars. Point to Georgetown, 15-12. Georgetown leads it by 3. Rollmeyer to serve again. Near side. Pass across the set. Near side. The attack. Cross court, dug by Pitcatley. Rollmeyer will set it far side. Stengel. Cross court, dug by Davila. Set up to Flores. The tip over. Pitcatley with the touch. Rollmeyer sends it over. Tried to dunk it back down where the Jaguars, but Georgetown ready. Stengel will tip it deep corner. And a good read there. Scramble. And Akins can't get it up on it to get it over the net. Point to Georgetown. And the largest lead matched again at 4 here, 16-12. A scramble back and forth, that one went. Georgetown just gets the lucky there. Akins unable to get enough on it. Rollmeyer serve into the net. That's the first service error on Georgetown. And that'll give the ball back over to the Jaguars. 13-16, they trail by 3. Back to serve goes Kaya Flores. From the middle of the back row, Flores serve off the net tape, dug by Miller. Rollmeyer will set it up. Taylor Vett the attack and the kill. And a throat chop received there by Addie Gunther as the ball short hopped off the court and hit her in the throat. She held her neck there for a minute. Kendall McDougal subs back in. She'll drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Leading by 4, 17-13. Back row attack by Flores. Flat-footed attack. Pitcatley. Rollmeyer can't get to it in time. She was headed back towards the front to set the ball. And it went opposite direction. Side out back to the Jaguars. 14-17. Johnson trails by 3. Desi Hoskins, the senior DS, on to serve for the Jaguars. From the far side, jump serve across. McDougal. Rollmeyer tips it over. The attack by Johnson off the block. Bradley has the dig. Rollmeyer back set here. Riley Holland off the net. It's dug by Davila. Back set Flores. The tip over there. Pitcatley has it, but it's an overpass. And Johnson returns it right back over. Pitcatley with the dig back over. Johnson will attack. Their cut shot, and it's off of Rollmeyer for the kill. Point to the Jaguars. A lot of one-touch back and forth. That one went for a while. And the Johnson Jaguars benefit on the kill by Ginther. 15-17, they trail by 2. Hoskins to serve again. McDougal up to Rollmeyer, set far side, Bradley. The attack dug by Hoskins. Set to the near side, Gunther. Rollmeyer has a touch on it, but it goes awry for the point. Johnson trails by 1, 16-17. Working themselves right back in here at set number 1. Hoskins to serve again. Jump serve across court, McDougal. Rollmeyer sets it up, Taylor Vett. There's the big swing by Taylor Vett. Give her the kill. And the point to Georgetown. Taylor getting back into the flow after being cleared medically. She'll drop back to serve for Georgetown, leading it by 2, 18-16. Middle of the back row, flat-footed deep serve. Hoskins up, set near side. Gunther into the block and down. Nice block, Macy Gates. And Georgetown leads by 3, 19-16. That gets the sign from Coach Jenny Richardson. Davila. Scramble here. Gunther will hit it over. Nice dig by Rollmeyer on a one-handed. McDougal sends it far side. Madeline Bradley tips it over into the block. Johnson will set it up. Second touch. Rollmeyer punches it up. Holland will send it far side. Madeline Bradley, the attack. Dug by Flores. Pass it to the near side. Gunther blocked at the net. Johnson will set it up again. Gunther to swing. Blocked at the net. Good block. Macy Gates. What a run there at the net by the middle blocker, Macy Gates. The junior with 3 blocks in the time on that one run. And a big one. Drops it down for the point, 20-16. That serve deep. Davila Near side, Gunther's going to have to punch it over and does, but it's a net violation. And she had to kind of punch it awkwardly and hits the net when she does. Point to Georgetown, their largest lead now at 5, 21-16. And that'll draw a timeout from the head coach of Johnson. We'll take it with them. Georgetown Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. Stay with us. Out of the timeout, Georgetown, the 5-point lead, largest of the set, leads at 21-16. One timeout apiece remaining for both coaches. Here in set number 1, Taylor Vett, middle of the back row, sends it deep, Davila. Set near side, Gunther into the net. Point to Georgetown, their largest lead continues to grow, now 6, 22-16. Here in set number 1. Vett from the near side, deep serve in the corner and an ace. Wow, what a float serve that just hung up there and then dropped out of the air for Vett and the Eagles. The lead now 7, 23-16. Vett stays here on the near side of the back line, gets the sign from Coach Jordan Vieira. Jordan Vieira, Jenny Richardson. I looked up and saw baseball. The attack, and Flores hits it long and out. Baseball popped in my head. Jordan Vieira, the former coach of Georgetown. A good buddy. Georgetown at set point now. Taylor Vett to serve again. Flores set near side, Gunther. Cross court dug by McDougal. Ruhlmeyer sets it up to Bradley. Her attack down for the kill, and Georgetown wins set 1, 25-16 to take a 1-set-to-none lead over the Johnson Jaguars. We'll take a timeout. We'll reset for set 2. Lady Eagle Volleyball returns in a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. Set number 2 we go. Georgetown victorious in set 1, 25-16. On the floor for the Lady Eagles. Taylor Bent will come off on the back row for Jordan Pitcatley. Joined on the back row by Riley Holland and McKenna Stengel. On the front row, Madeline Bradley, Macy Gates, and Amelia Albright. On the left side of the net for the Johnson Jaguars, number 2, Maya Flores. Along with number 11, Sophia Brescia, number 7, Sierra Seal on the front row. Davila Libero on the floor. The serve from Riley Holland. Set to the far side, Flores off the block and the kill to open up set number 1, side out. And back to serve goes Addie Ginther for the Jaguars. Flores on the front row with number 5, Haley Leonard. Holland will set near side. Albright, the attack. Dug by Davila. A scramble here. Now a free ball sent over, but out of bounds by the Jaguars. Side out to Georgetown. 1-1 your score here in set number 1. Set number 2. Georgetown the 1-set lead. Mallory Miller. 2 serve for the Lady Eagles. Jump serve across the way. Davila. Seal sets it up. Flores, the attack and the kill. Off of Pitcatley, out of play. Side out back to the Jaguars. 2-1. Johnson leads it by 1. Brescia will sub out for number 12, Maddie Atkins. Atkins will drop back to serve for the Jaguars. From the middle of the back row, deep serve. Pitcatley up to Holland, quick set. Gates tosses it over, dug up by the Johnson Jaguars. Flores will tip it over, and a good read there by Kaya Flores, the sophomore. Drops it in, 3-1. Johnson leads by 2. Atkins to serve again. Miller up to Holland. Set it up. Gates tips it over, and a good read there. They even talked about that right before the setup and the serve. And Gates read the defense for the Jaguars and tips it just over the net near the far sideline. Point to Georgetown on the side out. 2-3. Georgetown trails by 1. Pitcatley serves. Johnson's Davila near side. Flores, a little punch shot over. And a free ball sent over there by Taylor Vett. Flores, the tip over, finds the hole in the defense here at the near sideline. Pitcatley dove, and able to get there in time. Side out back to Johnson. 4-2, the Jaguars lead it here in set number 2. Flores the serve for the Jaguars. Deep middle, Miller up to Holland. Back set, the attack by Albright. The kill off the block, out of play. Side out back to Georgetown. 3-4, Georgetown trails by 1. Sailor Rollmeyer subs in for Amelia Albright. Back to serve for Georgetown. Middle of the back row. Just over the net. Cross-court attack dug by Rollmeyer. Holland tied at the net. And a free ball sent over by Mallory Miller. Set in the middle. Atkins to tip over. Georgetown been eaten alive 3 times in a row by the tip over. Coach Jenny Richardson addresses that quickly. 5-3. Johnson leads it by 2. Their largest lead of the set. Serve across the way. Mallory Miller. Rollmeyer gets a touch, but out of play it goes. Nice serve by Desi Hoskins for the Jaguars. They lead by 3, 6-3. That'll draw a quick timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. of the timeout. Desi Hoskins continues. Miller, near side, Stengel, cut shot to the corner, and it is just out. It's too much on it there. Good thought there by Stengel, but just a little too much. Sends it long, and the lead grows to 4, 7-3 for the Jaguars. Serve across the way, Miller up to Ruhlmeyer, near side, Stengel, cross court, and it off one arm off of Gunther's, got the dig, but it just went down too quickly for Shelby Akins to get a good touch on it. Side out back to Georgetown. Kendall McDougal will sub in for Stengel here and drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles, trailing by 3, 4-7. Middle of the back row, serve across, Hoskins. Second ball tipped over, Ruhlmeyer ready. Holland will dunk the second ball over. And a scramble by the Johnson Jaguars, sends it over. Holland, Ruhlmeyer will set it up. Taylor Vett, the attack and the kill. Good set, good hit. Taylor Vett, another big kill. And the lead cut to 2, 5-7. Kendall McDougal will serve again for the Lady Eagles. Service across, Hoskins. Davila saves it. Gunther, cross-court shot off the block. Ruhlmeyer. Holland to a set, near side. Madeline Bradley has to tip it over. Flores has it for the Jaguars. To the near side. Bradley, set back. Riley Holland gets the attack and the kill as Flores and Hoskins collide on the back row. Georgetown's cut it to a 1-point deficit, 6-7. Georgetown trails by 1, waiting for the whistle, and now McDougal gets it to serve for Georgetown. Just off the net, Hoskins a diving save, set it up, the attack, it's long and out, unforced error there on Akins. Georgetown has come back to tie it up, down by 4 now, tied up at 7 apiece here in set number 2. Serve across, Hoskins. The set far side to Gunther, the tip over, a good read. McDougal the second touch, but Ketley will send a free ball over. Johnson will set it up. Quick set in the middle. Akins tips it over. Pitt Ketley with the dig. Bradley far side. Holland's attack, and it's a good one to the near side deep corner. Another kill for Riley Holland. Georgetown's fought back to take their first lead of the set. 8-7. McDougal on the service run, gets it across, Hoskins. At the net, Akins off the block, and Ruhlmeyer gets a touch, but unable to get a second touch. Side out back to the Johnson Jaguars. Score tied up, 8-8 here in set number 2. The libero, Natalie Davila to serve. As Maddie Atkins will come off. Sophia Brescia back on for the Jaguars on the front row. Davila to serve, the libero. And Davila has another ace. She sends a floater that drops out of the air about the 10-foot line. She does the same thing every time, doesn't change that serve up. Georgetown not ready for it there. Davila back to do it again, leading by 1. Tendon does it again. There's Taylor Vett ready for it. Near side, Bradley into the net. Point to the Jaguars. 10-8, they lead again by 2. Fighting off the run that Georgetown made to get right back into it. Jaguars take the lead back by 2. Davila from the far side, the toss-up, the same serve. Vett there. Ruhlmeyer will set it. Vett will tip it over. Jaguars will set it up. Back row attack for Flores. Dug by McDougal. Ruhlmeyer will set near side to Bradley. The tip over. Flores the dig. Try to tip it over. The second ball. The Eagles there to block it. Gunther's attack off the block and down for the kill. And Johnson leads by 3 again. Georgetown works all the way back in. Now Johnson on another run. McDougal. Ruhlmeyer, back set. Holland tips it over, and good read there. Tipped it off the block and down for the side out. 9-11. Georgetown trails by 2. Taylor Vett, middle of the back row. Flat-footed serve and deep. Hoskins. Ball sent far side. Gunther, the attack, and it's wide and out. Here on the near side, cross-court shot. Just out. Point to Georgetown. They trail by 1, 10-11. Served by Vett. Johnson will set it to Flores in the back row. The tip over. Ruhlmeyer unable to get a good second touch on it. Into the net it goes. Side out. Back to the Jaguars. 12-10. They lead by 2. Back to serve goes Sierra Sill. Sophomore setter. The Jaguars 12, Georgetown 10. McDougal up to Ruhlmeyer, set. Macy Gates, a big swing, and the kill off the Jaguar block. 11-12, Georgetown trails by 1. Riley Holland back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Moves to the far side. Serve is deep and out. First service serve of the set for Georgetown, only the second of the match. But a costly one there as it gives it right back over the Jaguars. They lead by 2, 13-11. Haley Leonard back onto the front row, subs in. Desi Hoskins for the Jaguars. Jump serve across, McDougal. Holland will set it near side. Albright will tip it deep, but it is just out. A little too much on it. Point to the Johnson Jaguars. They lead by 3, 14-11. Ginther to serve. McDougal. Last minute. The communication, and the Lady Eagles are working on that and all, but you see players move in front of you. I don't know how they don't lose sight of the ball more often. 15-11. Johnson leads it by 4. Matches their largest lead of the set here in set number 2. Come through to serve again. Floats it over. Big Kethley up to Holland near side. Albright, the attack off the block. Dug up by the Jaguars. Set to Flores. The tip over. McDougal up. Holland. Set it. Gates. Her tip over right at the 10-foot line in the hole of the defense for the side out. 12-15. Georgetown trails by 3. Back to serve goes Mallory Miller, who subs in for Georgetown. Floats it across. Davila up tight at the net. The tip over there. Pitketley has it. Holland battles at the net, but it's tipped back down by Haley Leonard for Johnson. Side out back to the Jaguars. 16-12. They lead by 4. Back on to serve comes number 12, Maddie Atkins. From the far side, jump serve across. Miller up to Holland. Back set, Amelia Albright. And even watching the face of the blocker for San Antonio Johnson, they couldn't believe it. They get called off the block. Point given to San Antonio Johnson. They lead by 5. Holland set it near side. Stengel. And a cross-court shot off of Leonard, out of play. Side out back to Georgetown. 13-17. Georgetown trails by 4. Back to serve goes Pitketley. Macy Gates off. Taylor Vett back on the front row in the libero rotation. Back set here to Flores. Tip deep. Miller there. Amelia Albright, the big swing. Block on the net. And a double there by Kaya Flores. She tried to send it right back over off the block, but a double violation once it crossed the net. 14-17, Georgetown trails by 3. Pitkepley to serve, sends it cross court. Ginther, Seal, near side Flores, cross court attack, and it's a rocket. They saw that touch, and they're going to call that when the down ref overrides the ruling by the line judges. And it'll go back over. Good call off of Riley Leonard for the kill. 18-14, Johnson leads it by 4. Kaya Flores to serve, sends it deep. Pitkepley up to Holland, quick set. Timing off between her and Vett. And it's another point for the Jaguars. 19-14, Jaguars lead by 5, matching their largest lead. Flores to serve again for Johnson. Jump serve into the net. Service area number 1 of the set, 5th of the match for the Jaguars. Side out back to Georgetown. 15-19, they trail by 4. Amelia Albright on to serve. Cross court, off the net. Flores the dig. Attack at the net. It is wide and out off of Atkins. Albright to serve again. Flores set to the far side. Gunther, her attack dug by Albright. Holland will set near side. Stengel has to tip it over, and double violation there. Point to the Jaguars. They lead it 20-16 on the side out. Desi Hoskins back on to serve for the Jaguars. Near side jump serve. Miller up tight to Albright. She'll set near side Stengel. Dug by Davila. Set far side Ginther. Off the block, and it's out of bounds. Or just to miss it, not off the block. I thought it was off the block. I apologize. Side out back to Georgetown. Now Georgetown's kind of changed that rotation. Albright back to setting for the Eagles here. Kendall McDougal on to serve. Sends it across near side. Hoskins. Set will be to the far side to Gunther. Into the net. Gets a lucky run of the tape and drops over. As Madeline Bradley tries to dive and make a touch. But a side out back to the Jaguars. 21-17. They lead by 4. Here in set number 2. If Johnson wins this set, we go to set 3. Georgetown comes back and wins it. It ends the match. Load serve by Davila. Taylor Vett. Albright gets a touch on it. McDougal sends a free ball over. Johnson will quick set in the middle. Another tip. And Georgetown's defense giving up the 10-foot line right now and being eaten alive by Johnson. They lead by 5, 22-17. The substitution here. Scout Robinson will sub in for Riley Holland. On the front row for Georgetown. Davila to serve again. Low high floating serve. Vett. Albright near side Bradley. The attack off the block, down for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown. 18-22. They trail by 4. Back to serve goes Taylor Vett. Macy Gates back onto the front row, the libero. Jordan Pitkepley comes off the floor. Flat-footed serve by Vett. Deep corner, Flores. Set to the far side, Gunther. Dug by Albright, but into the bleachers. On a good attack there. Side out back to Johnson. 23-18. They lead by 5. Timeout by head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. Georgetown volleyball will continue in just a moment. Back out of the timeout by head coach Jenny Richardson. Sierra Sill will serve for the Johnson Jaguars. They are leading by 5, 23-18. Flat-footed serve, near side, deep corner. Big Kethley, Albright, near side to Bradley. Her attack dug up by Hoskins. Quick set, and a pancake and a scramble. Free ball sent over by Pitt Kethley. The attack by Flores. And a kill for Kaya Flores, and it's set point for the Jaguars. 24-18. They lead it by 6. Their largest lead of the second set. Sierra Seal to serve for set 2 and send us to set 3. Serve across, Robinson, Albright, near side Bradley, tip over. Sierra Seal sends a double across. Trying to read that first ball and catch the defense offline. Sends a spiraling ball across, double violation. And now Riley Holland will sub in for Scout Robinson, drop back to serve. And the Eagles have got to go on a run here to avoid being beat here in set 2. They trail 19-24. Holland from the far side. Serves across deep. Hoskins up to Seal. Back set. The attack blocked at the net. Second free ball sent over. Pitt Kethley had it. Free ball now sent over by McDougal. Hoskins, Seal, back set Flores off the net. And a kill from Kaya Flores. And the Johnson Jaguars win it 25-19 over the Lady Eagles. Here in set number 2. That sends us to set number 3. When we come back, Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue in a moment. Here at Georgetown High School, we go to set number 3. All set to Georgetown Volleyball this year, brought to you by CSCT, Construction Specialist of Central Texas. As we go back to the action, Albright will serve to open up the third set. Gunther's cross-court shot dug by Holland. Albright will set it up near side. The attack by Linebrink blocked at the net. And a side out to the Jaguars. Take the first lead of set number 3. 1-0. Back to serve goes Addie Gunther, sophomore outside hitter. Serve across the way. Stengel up to Albright. And a great read there by Amelia Albright. Looks like the Eagles back in their normal rotation with Albright running the set. Dumps it over and ties it back up at 1 apiece. Mallory Miller back on for Ellie Linebrink. Mallory Miller back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Near side, Addie tied at the net. Punched over to the far side. The roll shot dug by Albright. Holland will quick set it. Macy Gates tips it over, but blocked. Albright will set it up. Stengel will send a cross-court shot. What an angled shot there. A scramble and a free ball sent over by Johnson. Albright will set it. Tipped over by Gates. A scramble here. Second ball sent over. Pitt Kefley. Albright. Stengel. The attack. The kill. McKenna Stengel. With a nice shot there. Georgetown takes the lead 2-1. For their first lead of the third set. 25-16. Georgetown won set 1. 25-19. Johnson won set 2. As we play here in set number 3. It's the final match for both of these teams in the LISD Volleypalooza 25. Davila receives the Miller serve. Tight set, blocked at the net. Good job by Riley Holland. Macy Gates there to her side, but the tip over, read immediately and dropped back down for the kill. 3-1, Georgetown expands the lead to 2. Mallory Miller to continue serving for the Lady Eagles. Nice and deep, Gunther. Seal will set it backside to Flores. Her shot down the line, dug by Pitt Kefley. Tied at the net. Pitt Kefley will send a free ball over the 10-foot line. Davila the dig. Flores a flat-footed shot. Sends it across. Set near side. Stengel roll shot, dug by Gunther. Johnson will set it. Flores has to send a free ball over. Pitt Kefley. Albright sets it up. Stengel and a kill. McKenna Stengel 2 in a row. The Eagles lead by 3, 4-1. Now starting to see some of the normal rotation for the Lady Eagles. It's paying off here as McKenna Stengel's gotten hot. Mallory Miller continues a nice service run. Seal will set it up for Flores. Her attack blocked at the net and down. That's McKenna Stengel. She is hot here in this set. 2 big kills and now a big block on the Kaya Flores attack. Georgetown leads by 4, 5-1. Miller serve. Deep corner, Gunther. Seal runs it down far side to Leonard, blocked at the net. Johnson will set it back up to Flores. Cross-court shot. And off of Holland. Out of play. So Flores gets the kill. Side out back to the Johnson Jaguars. 2-5. They trail by 3. Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club and Piedreros Western Wear, proud sponsors, the title sponsors of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball. Can't say enough about our sponsors to keep it free here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Serve receive, Albright will set far side, Stengel, cross-court shot, another kill. McKenna Stengel, what a beautiful set though. Can't go without that assist by Amelia Albright as she sent a set from the far sideline all the way over to the near side for Stengel's attack, and a beautiful placement. That'll give the point to the Georgetown Eagles, 6-2. Davila receives serve, set up, Flores attack, blocked at the net. McKenna Stengel is on absolute fire here in this set. Another big block on Kaya Flores, and the Eagles match their make their largest lead 5 now, 7-2. As Pitt Kefley continues to serve, a rocket serve over. Set it up, Flores attack, blocked at the net there off of Taylor Benton down. Kill to Flores and the side out back to Johnson. 3-7, they trail by 4. Flores back to serve for the Jaguars, middle of the back row. Pitt Kefley up to Albright. Sends the second ball over. Nice read by Leonard to read it. Free ball sent over by the Jaguars. Albright, Holland, she'll drop the second ball over. Johnson ready for it. The attack there. Holland will set it up near side. Stengel, she'll tip it deep. Read by Gunther. The attack by Flores, but not enough on it. She tips it into the net. Side out back to Georgetown. 8-3, Georgetown leads by 5. Riley Holland will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles now. Holland from the far side. Jump serve down the line, Davila. Ball sent near side. The attack dug by Miller. Albright will set near side, Stengel. The attack, the kill off of Flores. Stengel having a set for herself and this Lady Eagle team. They lead by 6, 9-3. Nice shot there by McKenna Stengel. Serve across from Holland. Johnson will set it. The attack cross court by Leonard is long and out on the end line. Point to Georgetown, 10-3, and they lead by 7. Next week for Georgetown High School, Monday is an off day. It's Labor Day. Enjoy that holiday. As Riley Holland serves again, tips the tape of the net. Johnson will set it up. The attack dug by Pitt Kempley. Set near side, Stengel cross court off the block. Another kill, McKenna Stengel. Lead by 8, 11-3. Then Tuesday night we'll have volleyball live here. Brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. 6:15 pregame, 6:30 first serve. Wednesday night will be the Georgetown Eagle Nation Coaches Show live with Coach Griffin at Camp Brightside, 6 p.m. Come join us. Kastner will set it up. The attack by Leonard. Dug by Pitt Kempley. Albright. Taylor Vett, the big attack. Davila the dig. Pass to the far side. Leonard's attack. Cross court, and it's wide here on the near side. An unforced error. The point to Georgetown, 12-3. 9-point lead now for the Lady Eagles. Thursday, we'll get the night off. Friday night, live at Burkle Field. It's the Belton Tigers coming to take on your Georgetown Eagles. We'll have the call live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. The attack by Gunther into the net and runs the tape and over for the kill. Side out back to the Jaguars. 4-12, they trail by 8. Desi Hoskins checks in. Haley Leonard checks off for the Johnson Jaguars. Hoskins back to serve. Hoskins serve deep. Miller, Albright sends a deep ball in the corner. Hoskins chases it down. Gunther cross-court shot, dug by Stengel. What an angled shot there by Stengel to keep it alive. Johnson's attack. Miller with the dig. Albright will set near side. McKenna. Stengel off the block. Dug up by the Jaguars. The attack into the net. And it's going to say a tape violation. No block by Georgetown. Georgetown gets the point. 13-4, they lead by 9. McDougal checks in for Stengel, back to serve. Ellie Linebrink subs in on the front row for Mallory Miller. Middle to back row, the serve by McDougal. Nice and deep, Hoskins. Up to Kastner, quick set, blocked at the net. Ellie Linebrink gets the block. And the lead up to 10, 14-4. McDougal to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Hoskins, Kastner, back row to Flores. Dug by Holland. Albright will set it near side. Linebrink, roll shot blocked at the net. The Eagles will set it up again as Albright sends an attack over. Johnson will set it up. Genther, cross court. It's wide here on the near side. Point to Georgetown, 15-4. They lead by 11. Timeout called by the head coach of San Antonio, Johnson. With a 15-4 lead, Georgetown will enjoy the timeout. We will too. We'll bring it back live here in just a minute on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Back at high school, bringing you Georgetown Lady sponsor. Long here on the First Responder Network. Served by McDougal. Tight pass at the net, tipped over. The Lady Eagles read it, a great play. Holland reactionary of Albright. Doesn't Ball down for the kill. 16-4, Georgetown by 12. John and Lynn Crow, Jeremy and Rachel McDougall, proud owners, proud sponsors of Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball and the first responder broadcast team. Service area into the net. First of the third set, only the third of the match for the Lady Eagles. Sophia Brescia gone in the front row for the Johnson Jaguars. The libero, Davila, back to serve. The high, short serve, tape net. Vet has it. Albright will tip it over, but just too strong. Tins it wide on the far side. Point to the Jaguars. They trail by 10, 6-16. Davila to serve again. This one a little deeper. Google for the ace, 7-16. Davila for the first time all match. Putting a little bit more on that one. Sent it past the 10-foot line. Ready to go again. Davila tosses it up. This is the floater back. McDougall has it. Albright set it near side. Line brink the tip over. Flores the dig. Kastner far side. Gunther cross court off the block, and it redirects the ball to the back line for the kill. And substitution here is Trisha Carson Walker will sub in for Kendall McDougall. Davila serves for the Jaguars, down 8-16. And this one into the net for the service error. Just tried to drop it over. First service error of the set for the Jaguars, sixth of the match. Johnson will set it up to Gunther. Cross-court shot and a beauty. Kill for the Jaguars, 9-17. They trail by 8. Libero rotation here as Taylor Vett will come off the floor. Pitt Kepley on the back row. Macy Gates back on the front row. Sierra Seal, the setter, on to serve for the Lady Jaguars. Trisha Carson Walker to Albright. Then line break blocked at the net. Coach Jenny Richardson's going to take the timeout. Lady Eagles lead it 17-10 here in set number 3. Quick timeout. Lady timeout. Sierra Seal will serve for the Jaguars, leading or trailing by 7, 10-17. Flat-footed serve across the net. Line break. Albright will send it back corner. Good save by Hoskins. Set to the far side. Gunther tries to run the net, but it stays on the Johnson Jaguars side for the hitting error. Side out back to Georgetown. 18-10. Eagles lead by 8. Amelia Albright will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Albright from the far side. Sends it down the far lane. Flores, Seal, quick set in the middle, tipped over. Pitt Kepley ready. Albright will set it near sideline brink. Her shot blocked. Scramble here, and Albright will send the free ball over. San Antonio Johnson, the setup. Flores, the big swing and the kill. Kaya Flores off of Pitt Kepley into the back wall. 11-18. They trail by 7. Addie Gunther will drop back to serve for the Jaguars, trailing by 7 here in this third set. Floater, line break, Albright dumps the second ball over. Seal saves it. Davila to Haley Leonard, dug by line break. Albright will set it up. Riley Holland, the attack and the kill. Just at the 10-foot line on the near sideline. Good shot by Riley Holland. And a side out back to Georgetown. 19-11, Georgetown by 8. Served by Mallory Miller. Davila. Gunther, far side Leonard. Cross-court shot dug by Pitt Kepley. Albright sets it near side. Stengel, her attack. Scramble by the Jaguars. Should have been a net violation. No call. Set, quick. Gates tips it over right before the 10-foot line. Good read. Haley Leonard made contact with the net on the lower portion. And no call there, but Georgetown gets the point. 20-11 on the Macy Gates kill. Serve a beauty. Good serve received by Gunther to keep it alive. Macy Gates a swing there. Dug by Davila. Set it up near side. Flores blocked at the net by Stengel. Drops the second ball over. Scramble here and a free ball sent over, but wide by Albright. Frustrated with herself, but good effort there. Side out back to Johnson. 12-20. Georgetown leads by 8. Here in set number 3. Maddie Atkins to serve. Miller, Albright, Riley Holland blocked at the net. Scramble to keep it alive. Set near side, Stengel, cross court, blocked at the net. The Eagles will set it up again. Stengel, she'll take a big swing this time and get the kill. Off the Johnson block, 21-12, Georgetown by 9.